It was still 32 degrees when I got on the bus, so it's kind of misleading, I'm not gonna lie.
It is such a 180. I'm so excited. There was snow on the ground last week.
Last week we were playing like on the quad in the snow, and now people are like sitting in the quad. Isn't that crazy?
I was playing pickleball yesterday. I'm very happy the spring is back. Well, good morning and welcome to Rise and Shine. I am Sammy Hoffman.
And I'm Sunny Sivkumar, and the weather has surely taken a 180. So Wayne, why don't you tell us if it's here to stay?
Yes, guys. Fortunately, this weather is here to stay, actually. Don't let that salt that's still out on the sidewalks fool you, and those cool temperatures we're seeing this morning. They're not going to be here for long. It's going to warm up pretty quickly throughout the day today. We're going to be reaching the 60s by noon and even 70 as we head later on into the afternoon. And with those warmer temperatures, it's going to be pretty clear skies. We're not seeing much of anything here in North Carolina until about Thursday afternoon. We're going to start seeing some showers pop up. But it won't be too much going on for this week. And it's going to be pretty nice out. We're starting to feel like spring for real now. It's going to be in the 70s today into tomorrow and even Thursday, but we do have that chance of showers coming in later on in the day. And as we head into Friday, it's going to dip down a bit. But then as we head back into the weekend, it's once again going to warm up, and we're seeing a pretty spring-like week, which is super different than last week. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Wayne. The countdown to spring break begins. It's just a few weeks away, and I am saving up for my cruise.
I am saving up for Miami, and we are in luck today with our Julia Gilmore here in the studio talking about steals and deals that you can find through student discounts. Julia, where can we find the best deals as students?
Thank you so much, Sunny. We know every college student is always looking for ways to save, so let's take a look at some of these deals. Starting off with Amazon Prime Student, a deal well worth your money. Students only pay $7.49 a month, half the price of the normal membership, and it includes free shipping, streaming with limited ads, and easy returns. Apps like Spotify and Apple Music also offer half-off student memberships at only $5.99 a month. And yes, eating healthy can be hard on a budget, but meal delivery companies like HelloFresh and Factor offer 50% off the first meal purchase, which can be super helpful for us students. And finally, UniDays, a free platform designed to provide students with great deals, partners with stores like Target, Apple, and even some here in Chapel Hill like Four Corners and Roots on Franklin Street to offer consistent discounts from 10 to 50% off, which is a major steal for us students. So let's keep these great deals in mind for the spring, especially in the season of midterms and spring break. It's nice not having to worry about spending too much money. And that's all I have. Back to you.
Thanks, Julia. If you're looking for more ways to keep your wallet happy, you are in luck because in just a few hours, CNBC is taking over Chapel Hill for its Your Money College Tour. The event is at 10:30 a.m. in the Student Union and provides students a path to achieve financial wellness. That includes insight on budgeting, saving, and investing, as well as networking opportunities, and a headshot booth, which personally I think is very useful. Joining us now in the studio to talk more about this opportunity is Sharon Epperson, a senior personal finance correspondent at CNBC, and Dr. Gilbert Rogers, the Director of Financial Wellbeing at UNC.
Thank you guys so much for being here.
It's great to be here.
Especially so early. Appreciate it. First off, Dr. Rogers, you are the inaugural director of financial well-being at UNC. So can you tell me a bit about the start of this department in your role?
Yes, so the Carolina Financial Wellbeing Center launched out of the demand that the students wanted to learn more about personal finance and financial literacy. So coming to Carolina, we have now started to embark on a multifaceted approach to teach students about personal finance. One of those programs, or one aspect of that, is we have a peer-to-peer experiential learning financial education model where we hire students and they become the ambassadors for financial education all across campus. So we're really excited about that, and we're excited for more and more opportunities as students show more and more interest in this topic.
That's great. I know just the personal finance class at UNC is constantly
Yes.
filling up. And Sharon, so you are hosting this college tour talking about money. What made you want to target this age demographic specifically?
Well, as you're beginning to be an adult and trying to figure out how to budget your first apartment, how to make sure that you're able to take a cruise or a trip for your spring break, you need to know how to spend and save smartly. And it's important to do that now before you have to do it full time, but already you're needing to learn the skills to invest, to save, to spend. And so we wanted to really target college students and make sure that you had the understanding of what we're doing at CNBC, and we are able to help you with the headshots, but also career advice and also finding out more about what you want to know about your money and your financial freedom.
That's great. And can you give us a taste of some of the main points you want students to take away from today?
Well, I think one of the main points we want students to take away is that it's your playbook. It's your financial playbook. You have to decide what your goals are and how you're going to get there, and you have to envision how that's going to happen. And so we have some terrific speakers to talk about that, and also to talk about investing. The way that you're investing may not be the way that your parents did it, and you want to make sure that you're doing it for the goals that you have and the time frame that you have.
It sounds like a great topic to be going over, and there's also CLA credit for students.
There is CLE credit and some great speakers. I mean, we have an NFL veteran, 10 years in the NFL, 6 different teams, also an entrepreneur, also an author, and also a financial educator, Brandon Copeland. He's going to be joining us to talk to students, and also as someone who has become a self-taught investor and also a self-made millionaire at 30. So we're going to talk to Tiffany James about that. But all of it is getting your mind straight about money and overcoming any fears that you have or any anxiety you have about how to make your money work for you. And so we're going to also have a financial therapist to talk about that.
That's so exciting.
Yes.
Sounds like a great panel.
Yes.
Well, as a reminder, it's at 10:30 in the Student
10:30.
Union, free of charge.
Absolutely.
Thank you both for being here so much.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Appreciate
Yes.
your time. Back to you, Sunny, for some more events for the weekend.
Thanks, Sammy. As we discussed, spring break is just around the corner, and if you're anything like me, or if you listened to the beginning of this episode, affordable shopping options are a must. I'm so sorry about that. I'm back now. This Saturday, the Really Really Free Market is happening at Carborough Town Commons from 2 to 4 p.m. The rules are very simple. Bring what you want to give and take what you find useful. There will be no buying, selling, or bartering at this market. Every market is different, but you can usually find clothing, books, videos, toys, and more. There will also be free services, so if you cut hair, draw, or play an instrument, you can bring that as well. And if you don't have time this weekend, you can catch the market on the first Saturday of each month. And on top of that, you don't need to go all the way to New Orleans for Mardi Gras this weekend because it's coming to the Triangle. The Steel String Brewery at Pluck Farm will be hosting a fun Mardi Gras celebration fit for the whole family. There will be a bouncy castle, a Creole food truck, DIY Mardi Gras mask making, a live band, and so much more. So stop by Mebane this weekend for a Southern celebration that everybody can enjoy. And on top of that, there is jazz to listen to this weekend. The Carolina Jazz Festival will be at Hill Hall Auditorium this weekend. The festival kicks off Thursday afternoon with a scholarly talk by Ibero-American Studies scholar Dr. Carlos D. Altagracia Espada. Performances will follow in the evening by the UNT Faculty Jazz Band with guest pianist Keith Brown. The rest of the weekend will feature concerts by the Dominican Jazz Project, the UNC Jazz Band, and local high school jazz bands. Most of the events are free and open for the public. For more details, you can visit the UNC Music Department's website. Now, let's take it to Sammy for what movies are coming up this month.
Sunny, from unicorns to the apocalypse to princesses, the magic of the movies is back next month. It's all going to start with Disney's live-action Snow White, starring Rachel Zegler, and it's set to release March 21st. This rendition of the original 1937 film will feature a modern twist on the well-known story, with the addition of action scenes and musical segments. Next up is going to be Death of a Unicorn. This comes out on March 28th, starring Jenna Ortega and Paul Rudd. Sorry, Paul Rudd. I love you, Paul Rudd. This is a film where fantasy meets both comedy and action when the father and daughter accidentally hit and, in fact, kill a unicorn, causing a string of unfortunate and mythical events. Last but not least is Odessa, starring Sadie Sink, which is set to release March 20th. This musical drama follows a young girl in her journey to bring light to darkness in a post-apocalyptic world through her musical talents. Be sure to not miss out on catching these movies, all coming out in March. Heading back to you, Sunny.
Thanks, Sammy. I really want to see Death of the Unicorn. I think the comedy might make me overcome my slight fear of horror movies. I've heard it's a little bit horror-y, but I think I'm going to see it. While we have these blockbusters to look forward to, there's so much more happening in pop culture with award show season and a long-awaited new season of White Lotus dominating the week. Let's hear from our pop culture expert, Kate Chapman, on the latest.
Thanks, Sunny. There's still a lot of buzz after one of Hollywood's biggest nights. The 31st annual Screen Actors Guild Awards lit up Los Angeles over the weekend. The big winners from the night were Timothée Chalamet, Demi Moore, Zoe Saldana, and the cast of Conclave and Shogun. And iconic actress Jane Fonda took home the Life Achievement Award, which is presented to those who foster only the finest ideals of the acting profession. Fonda has been acting for over 6 decades, while also advocating for civil, indigenous, and LGBTQ+ rights. And speaking of award ceremonies, former Vice President Kamala Harris delivered remarks at the NAACP Image Awards. The ceremony highlights outstanding achievements and performances by people of color, and Harris was honored with the Chairman's Award. Her acceptance speech addressed the importance of collective action and courage in the current state of the nation. The rest of the night celebrated talented actors and filmmakers. Denzel Washington, Kerry Washington, and Tyler Perry won big, and Keke Palmer won Entertainer of the Year. And season 3 of the HBO hit The White Lotus premiered and is taking over the charts. HBO pulled in an impressive 4.5 million viewers within 24 hours of the premiere. The season features some fresh cast members like Leslie Bibb and Walton Goggins and holds a 93% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. So if you're looking for a mix of dramedy and satire, you can catch new episodes every Sunday at 9 p.m. on Max. Back to you.
Thanks so much, and that does it for this week of Rise and Shine.
Tune in to Carolina Week tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. and have a great week.